Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. If your Sunday Funday needs a little LOL, these 4 court clips, they'll make you chuckle. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
Thank you, Your Honor.
They should be in touch with you soon.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Kasham.
Assistant Public Defender Hannah Apple appearing on behalf of Ms. Kasham, who should be on soon. There you are. Ms. Kasham, can you please state your name for the record?
Kasham.
Thank you. Your Honor, we're asking for an adjournment. We need to have some additional conversations with my client as well as the prosecutor in this case.
Good morning, Judge Simmons.
Pardon?
Good morning, Judge Simmons.
Good morning. There's a P in there, but that's okay.
I was hoping
You actually know, you actually know that. I don't. What?
I was hoping not to see you anymore.
I know. It's but you're back. Okay. Probable cause conference will be adjourned January 23rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Other than this, are things going well for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bond continued.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He's not here. Take care, Mr.
Bye.
Court does call the case of People versus Lewis. Is it Aguinaga?
And then also I'm gonna ask for Mr. Morrell to come up and take a plea.
Okay, up next, we've got People v. Is this Ms. Strait?
Yes, sir.
All right, People v. Tracy Strait, file 23-6658FH was scheduled for a status conference. We were waiting a forensic report. We did receive that forensic report. And Mr. Gilbert, have you had a chance to review that report?
Yes, Ms. Strait does have a copy of it, and we went through it this morning.
Any objection to the court's consideration of its findings?
I don't have an objection, Your Honor. However, my client does.
Okay. And do you want her to express that too?
I believe I would like that.
Okay, Ms. Strait, go ahead.
The part that I'm not incompetent to stand trial. The part that they describe in here about being incompetent is they said that I was delusional when I had the part that is being investigated by a detective in Emmett County. He thinks that's stretched in, that's where the delusional part comes in, but I'm not incompetent to stand trial.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Ms. Goodrich, any objection to the court's consideration of the findings of the report?
No objection.
Okay, Mr. Gilbert, other than that report and Ms. Strait's statement, any additional proofs from the defense?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Goodrich, any additional proofs from the people?
No, Your Honor.
All right, well, as I reviewed the report from the forensic center, Ms. Strait, it's not a super clear cut matter. I agree, Ms. Strait, because she clearly knows the nature of the charge. She clearly knows how the basics of how the system would operate, which would tend to always lean toward a finding of competence to stand trial. However, she did express several beliefs about what was going on in her life and in the world around her that was the cause of the case that do appear to not be tied very strongly to reality and do appear to be delusional in their nature. And I think that does make it very difficult for Ms. Strait to assist rationally in her own defense of her case. And may undermine the defense of her case by expressing those type views, maybe even in front of a jury. So for those reasons, I do find, based upon the information contained in the report from Dr. Toplin, that Ms. Strait is not competent to stand trial presently, that she however, there is a reasonable expectation that she could be restored to competency within the statutory time frame with treatment. And so I would order her to treatment with the, as directed by the Center for Forensic Psychiatry under the Department of Health and Human Services, and an order to that effect. And then I think we'll schedule it for a status conference.
Your Honor, I would like to fire my attorney, and I had spoke with the Attorney General that has spoke with an attorney for me. How does that go in about this case? Because she's actually been speaking with the detective in Emmett County about the delusional part of what's going on. She has spoke with the detective in Emmett County about all of that, the blackmail stuff that's going on in that case.
Okay, well, what I'm doing, Ms. Strait, is I have entered an order that you'll have to, you'll be referred for treatment in the matter.
Can I appeal that?
Yeah, you can certainly do so. You'd have to file an application for leave to appeal to the Michigan Court of Appeals.
Okay,
There isn't a final judgment in this case, so you'd have to file that as an interlocutory appeal. Let's see, so we're going to schedule this for a status conference on March 18th at 2:10 in the afternoon. Actually, you know, I should do it sooner than that to make sure that we actually get her. I'm sorry, if she's already at the forensic center, we want to put it out a ways. I think I'm going to schedule this on the January 7th document.
well, no, I mean, I can't until I get the attorney. Okay, so how, since he's fired, how do I go about filing that paperwork since I'm in the county jail?
Well, it's not quite how that works in Strait. He's not fired.
He just told me that, that's why.
You've expressed that you want to fire him, but because he's an appointed counsel, I have to sign off on that, and I'm not doing so at this time until he's.
So if I have a hired attorney?
Oh, you can hire an attorney. Yeah. If you hire an attorney, they can file, if an attorney files an appearance in this case, then they're your lawyer from the minute they file that appearance.
Okay, that's what I wanted. I didn't know how that process went since.
You can hire an attorney if you're choosing at any time.
Okay. All right.
All right, I'm gonna enter an order of incompetence but restorable and refer it to the Forensic Center for treatment, and we'll set it for a status conference January 7th at 2:50 p.m. just so that we can track where we're at with getting her back. We'll see you then, Mr.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
Since I am filing an appeal on being able to go to a psych treatment, how does that, do I get transferred before I go? I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, my order is going to be in effect unless and until a higher court reverses it. And so you'd have to file a petition to the higher court, to the Court of Appeals, telling them that I made an error. And if they agreed, then they would set aside my order. But until then, my order would have legal effect.
Okay, so what do I tell the Attorney General then when I speak with her about that? Because she's been in contact with, Ms. Nestle's been in contact with the detective that's doing my case in Emmett County.
All right, well,
That has to do with this.
You'd want to tell
general.
any attorney you're consulting with about it, that you have been found incompetent by the court and ordered to treatment, and that you don't want to do that, and you want their help appealing.
Okay. So now you are my attorney.
All right, and
The person identified on the SimPson, would you please unmute?
Mute. Okay. Did that work?
Yes, may I have your name, please?
Donald Jones.
Mr. Jones, are you able to start your video?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure how to do this, but I'm trying.
Okay. Well, you're appearing for arraignment purposes this morning. You're appearing with your attorney, Mr. Hunt. And Mr. Hunt, would you please file an appearance as quickly as you can? I don't see that we have one yet in the file. Mr. Jones, we're on the record in case number 24-3402FD. And once again, you're appearing for arraignment with Mr. Hunt. And Mr. Hunt, did you have opportunity to review allegations on the complaint nature of the offense, and the possible maximum penalties with your client. You'll need to unmute, please, Mr. Hunt.
Sorry about that. Yes, I did discuss the charges and the potential penalties with him. I believe he understands those. I also discussed his rights with him, and I believe he understands his rights. We would waive the reading of the complaint at this point.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Hunt, regarding bond.
Your Honor, my client is 63 years old. He's actually on disability at the present time based on some physical problems that he has. He has the 2 prior convictions, as you know, that gave rise to this being a third offense, drunk driving. I believe the only other conviction on his record would be a 1995 case out of this court. There's no likelihood that my client is going to go anywhere or not appear when he's supposed to be here in the future. He's lived here almost his entire life. He owns a home here. This is his permanent residence. I would ask the court to do a PR bond. I know there's a bond set at the present time, but I don't believe there's any necessity for any further financial bond to provide for his appearance.
I don't believe that there is a bond.
Okay, he may not have a bond. He was released, obviously. This case, as you probably can see from the complaint, is about 3 months old.
Right.
I had filed my appearance initially after he retained me, and apparently my appearance got lost because of the passage of time.
Right. It's possible.
But I
Thank you,
will
sir.
make sure my office gets another copy into you. But he obviously was aware of this, as I've kept in contact with him since the time of his arrest. And again, I don't believe there's any issue about him appearing in the future.
Thank you. Well, and I don't believe that there's, that the court, I don't have a concern about the failure to appear, but I have a huge concern with regard to public safety. So Mr. Jones, I'm going to place you on a $25,000 personal recognizance bond. It is a PR bond. So it means that you promise you'll be at a record appearance and that you would abide by the conditions of the bond. The conditions of the bond are that you may not use nor possess any alcohol, any illegal substance, any controlled substance, including marijuana, any mind or mood altering substances, or any non-prescribed medication. You'll provide a list of your current prescriptions to the district court clerk. You will submit to twice daily PBTs proving you're not drinking. You would also submit to discretionary PBTs and discretionary urine screens whenever requested by a police officer or any court personnel, so you may not refuse. You may not enter a bar, casino, or any place that serves alcohol by the glass. You'll have no threatening, intimidating, harassing, or violent behavior towards any person. You'll be respectful of all court employees and care providers during the course of your case. You may not operate a motor vehicle without a valid license, registration, and insurance, nor with the presence of any alcohol, any illegal substance, or any controlled substance, even that which might be prescribed to you. So once again, the court's concern is the public safety issue on the allegations that the blood alcohol level was a 0.24. And our records indicate, Mr. Hunt, in fact, that there are four previous. Yes, sir.
Drinking and driving offenses?
1988.
I'm sorry?
1988 was a per se. 1995, excuse me. So that might have been the 95 one that you were speaking of, was a 1988 case. 95 was not alcohol related.
Right.
2000, 2004, and then one in 78.
78?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor,
6
I'm just
days
going by
jail,
what
1 year probation.
I'm just
I'm
going
sorry?
by what I have from the prosecutor based on the information they provided me. That neither one of those prior offenses appeared. The early ones, the 78 and 88 one.
Okay, no worries. It's just that the court takes that into consideration
Sure.
as well as the high BAC that's alleged in ordering the testing.
Your Honor, as far as the testing is concerned, could my client use a portable testing device?
Absolutely. And I would ask that he contact Community Corrections Pretrial Services, in that this is a felony. They may be able to assist him with the in-home unit. Do you have that number, Mr. Hunt? Do you want me to give it to you?
Why don't you give it to me, Your Honor? Okay.
And that would be for the Scram unit.
Okay. Your Honor, one other question, just so there's clarification. I know you had mentioned that he couldn't enter an establishment where alcohol is served by the glass. On some occasions, you will specifically indicate those areas to be bars. Is this just a blanket prohibition?
It is.
Okay, just checking to make sure.
Thank you. Mr. Jones, I need to verify some contact information with the police, sir. However, Mr. Hunt also has a phone number, and maybe you wrote that down as well. But the phone number for Community Corrections, so you can start working on getting the in-home device as quickly as possible. The testing requirements begin immediately, so you'll need to test this evening. Mr. Hunt, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
I did
Very
not.
much appreciate it.
I did not get the
Thank
phone
you, Mr.
number.
Jones.
I will get it to
Okay.
you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jones. And gentlemen, you're free to leave the meeting.
Thank you.
Right.
Miss McGee?
Yes.
So Mr. Jarbo indicated that Mr. Jones, you're free to leave the meeting.
I'm trying, honey. I'm sorry.
Oh, you can't call me honey. Thank you very much. Mr.
Well, I meant to release her. She's supposed to be going to Columbia tomorrow, a country, you know.
What?
She's supposed to be her birthday is Friday, and she's supposed to be leaving the country tomorrow morning to go on this trip she planned at the beginning of the year for her birthday. Oh my God.
Oh, we'll talk about it.
At church, yeah, she's a church girl, so yeah. So
Church
you're
girl
doing the
going to
men
Columbia.
first? Beg your pardon?
Yeah, church girl going to Columbia. Okay, can't beat that.
No, you can't beat that.
All right, all right. Well, we're doing the men first.
Okay.
Well, I'll try to get to you as soon as can. Okay, sir, state your name for the record.
Okay, now it is the true dream team. I have Mr. Upshaw, Mr. Reed, Mr. Morad, Magistrate. I have you. I have your Madam Clerk. I mean, it really doesn't get much better than this at this point.
We got a good crew. Happy
Feel
holidays, gentlemen.
Feel blessed.
Thank you.
Mr. Reed, if you would, it would help me in my recommendation. Is your gal going to Columbia for the church, or is she just going for recreation?
It's actually her and some friends of hers. I am not going, so, but she's been planning this trip.
Oh,
So,
I thought she was going on a missionary trip.
man,
Columbia.
I'd be a missionary and go with her, but hey, I stay here and work.
You know, a missionary
Trial
trip.
on Monday, so.
A missionary trip to Columbia. That's what I was thinking.
She's going to Columbia, God willing. It's early in the morning. That's all right.
What's your name, sir?
Mr. Reed, you ever been to Columbia?
I never have, no.
No? South America?
No, Central America.
Central America?
Yeah, I've been to Belize and British Honduras and all that.
Oh, yeah. Those are beautiful. Yeah.
It was gorgeous. But I want to go to Columbia, but I think it's kind of dangerous. I don't know if I'm
That's
going.
what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So with Drew, I guess tomorrow I'll be leaving church or coming out the pulpit and going down doing the arraignment and then going back up there, I guess.
You know what? I'll compartmentalize it because I'm going to be on the docket tomorrow. That name, how do you spell it?
Derryon. Derion. Last name is Drew. Drew.
Okay. Okay.
23 years old, and I think it's the same thing, CCW, whatever.
Does the court have your number to give you a telephone call and just so you don't have to wait or anything? Maybe they can just holler at you, right before we start or something.
That would be nice. If you can give me a number to call you, I'll call you and say, hey, or you can call me and say, Reed, we're up, and I'll walk out the
Well,
building.
I don't know if I should. That may be a little bit
Oh.
of a conflict, but if the court calls you, I mean, I imagine Magistrate Burton or Marcy or Madam Clerk or somebody might do that for you.
Man, I appreciate that because I need it. I was hoping to get rid of both of them today so I could be free tomorrow. It's first Sunday.
Mm,
I know. So that's the way it goes.
yeah.
I'm preaching on grace, so that's all I'm looking for is grace.
Grace is good.
Grace and mercy, yeah, both of them.
Grace is good. Mercy is good.
It is.
God is good. Life is
All
good.
the time. Yeah, I can't complain. I could have been going down the lodge where the man went north.
I heard about that.
Wasn't that horrible?
I heard about that. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what? I was trying to figure out though, what part where you could actually go onto the lodge and think you're going the right way, or if they weren't of sound mind, like where does it allow you to go the wrong way? I didn't understand that.
Well, it depends on if you got Hennessy or Patron in your system. I'm sure that's what a rule. Do you know what I mean?
But I mean, you have to do a quick Yui. You're doing a quick Yui onto, one of the from the service drive onto the exit ramp or the entry ramp at that point. I mean,
it had to be where the casino is at Grand River, right there. It had to be.
Okay.
That's what happened,
Oh, you're right. Where they just split and one goes off and one's going on and they're going the wrong way. And then the collision.
Oh my God, that poor lady lost her life.
I know. It's really sad.
It could have been one of us. That's what makes it, you know what I mean? Grace stopped me from going that way, but I don't go to the casino, so they didn't have to worry about me being right there.
I mean,
it's sad.
You know what I believe, Mr. Reed? Everything in moderation. You know what?
That's all it is. Everything.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of things, do it in moderation. That's all.
I'm with you.
But no.
What's your guy being charged with tomorrow? Do you know?
It's ECW. Carrying a gun, 23 years old, and got stopped by the police.
Okay.
Choices, not mistakes. I call them choices. Be careful.
I'll tell you something. I don't know if I completely agree with how we handle gun violence or offenses. I can understand because they're not assaultive or, but I mean, I don't know about you, Mr. Reed, but we got to do something about this. There's too much of it going on. I mean, I get it.
Fix it. We've gone through 3 Detroit police chiefs and they all tried to fix it. I guess the third was getting ready to try, but I don't know how you get them out of their hands. I don't know how
I don't know. I don't know.
Urban America is a hard fix. You take one out of the hand, they got one in the other hand. So, I can deal with it.
And you know what? I get it too. Some places are more dangerous than others. And you know what? You feel as though you got to protect yourself. But it's just, I'll tell you something. You get one of these and then you're convicted on one of those. That's your felony. That ruins your life. I mean,
yep, I agree.
Unless they have an attorney like you and you know what, somehow it just gets dismissed over and over again. And then, people are like, oh, the word's out. Attorney Reed.
I ain't that part, but that's the true part. And it happens. I'll be like, look, first offense, yeah. Second offense, yeah. But third and fourth, no, something's wrong with you. So, you didn't get it just because you think you're going to harm me? No, it don't work like that.
Well, you want to know what, though? That third and fourth time, that's when I start pushing that, hey, listen, they're a danger. They're not listening. They're not going to change their way.
Listening, yeah. That's the bad part.
Yeah.
So we just got to pray about it. I don't know how to get the guns out of these people's hands. Too many guns.
Prayer's powerful.
I got a CPL, but I don't carry a gun. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
Yeah, likewise. I mean, but I get it though too. Now after doing this for a while, I get it. The different circumstances, and they can know different reasons for people doing what they do. I understand.
I do too, but I don't like it. I just go home. Stay home.
You know, it's kind of like that whole idea with your example of Patron or Hennessy. You know what? I mean, you start mixing that, and then you got these guys, and then it's just like, then it just gets out of control, man. Then
Yep. It really doesn't. Somebody's loved one is hurt or killed because of that. That's horrible.
Yeah.
If I were a judge, that's where I'd be the hardest on drunk drivers. I couldn't take it because that doesn't.
Those are rough.
No.
Those are rough. Those are rough.
Horrible.
And then, you know, some of these things, people are looking for other people, or, you know, it's predestined that, you know, they have friends or they're helping out. Those are the ones where that could be anybody, anywhere, anytime. That's
sad.
You have a tough job, man. You got a tough job.
And I do. I accept my assignment, but I don't always like it.
Yeah.
You know, 45 years. You know, I've been doing this. Amazing.
Well, you know what they say, Mr. Reed. I mean, you're never going to retire. You may lose your appeal and, you know, sometime down the road, but you're not going to retire. You're just too good at it.
Well, I thank God for that. Thank God for you.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm just doing what I can, trying to help somebody change their life. If I can get one person to change, then I'm happy, you know.
Amen. You got to get those 5 more years in so you can get that little gold pin that they give you for your 50-year anniversary, man.
I gotta make it 5 more years. That's something. I'm gonna do the best I can.
I have my dad's. My dad's, when he ended up passing, he had a whole bunch of stuff. But you know what?
What?
Something really special was he felt proud in the sense that he was practicing, did it the right way for over 50 years.
50
you know,
years.
And they give you this tiny little pin. It really insignificant to most.
Right.
But for the ones that actually get it,
it means a lot.
It means a lot. It means.
Yeah, I agree. Well, pray for me. Maybe I'll make it.
I'll pray for you.
If not, I'll see you outside. You know what I mean? This world is tough.
I don't know if I could do this for that long. I'll tell you that.
I know. And I understand why.
You got different though.
Mm.
It's different now though too. I mean, even in the 20 years I've been doing it, man, a lot of stuff changed. So.
It changed. It's a different world. People become too entitled. That's all.
Yeah. We'll finish another time.
All right, we will.
What's your name, ma'am?
Shante Cox.
All right, it's case number 240-608-0401. Queen State of Michigan versus Shante Cox. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Magistrate Stevenson, for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. May it please the court, Daniel Reed, P number 30965, appearing on behalf of Ms. Cox. We waive before reading and stand mute.
All right, court order not guilty plea on behalf of the client. Bond recommendation, Mr. Vincent.
Magistrate, defendants retained one of the best counsels out there. We're not going to consider her a danger or a flight risk at this time. No objection to a personal.
Thank you very much.
And any, you wanted to be able to travel out of the country to do missionary work?
I do, Your Honor. If you could allow her to please go out of the country. She's scheduled to leave in the morning. She's going to do some missionary work over there also. Right, Ms. Cox?
Correct, sir.
Thank you.
May travel to Colombia and back. $5,000 personal bond while this case is pending. You're not possessing any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. Again, you may travel to Colombia and back. Probable cause, December 6th in front of Judge Kevin Robbins, preliminary examination, December 13th in front of Judge Jefferson. Have a good day, ma'am, and have safe travels.
Did you say probable cause is on December 6th?
Don't worry about it. I have that. I'll waive your appearance.
Okay.
That's your birthday. We know that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Call me when you get out. It may be a few hours, but when you get out, call me.
Yes, sir. Will do.
Right.
Thank
you.
Okay, have a good day, everybody. See everybody tomorrow.
All right.
you. Thank you.
All right.
I'll call in
Sounds good.
tomorrow. What time should I call in tomorrow, Judge, you think? On Sunday?
Well, for what?
I have a new Drew. I think his should be done by tomorrow.
Oh, call about after 11.
After 11?
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay.
Everybody stay
All right,
safe.
bye-bye.
Bye.
You see when nobody listens to me?
It doesn't look like we got Attorney Reed's guy either, did we?
We do not.
Yeah, I saw that.
No, we do not. His person from his office called in about 10:48.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's about to get on the pulpit, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was conducting mass today. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to get on the pulpit. You can't be like Moses, let my people go. DDC,